Good evening, welcome. Come on in, sit down, get comfy. Just wanted to make sure everything was set up the right way round. Hi Teresa, hi Trudy, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Let's see if this gives me too much of a shadow. There's a shadow, but I can't stop that, I'm afraid. Let's have a twerk with the lights. That's on full. Hello, welcome. And that one's on full. Seems dark here tonight. I don't know why. Very odd. At least I can see your messages. So, hello, Teresa, Trudy, Connie, Julie. Hi, Bezzy. Agnes, Terry, Rosemary, Lynn. Hi, Rosemary. Chris, Ruth, Susan, Diane, Trudy B, Yvonne, Christine, Sally, Sunshine. Hello, Sally. I tried scheduling this one and keeping the orientation the right way. It's a bit of a practice, just to let you know. It didn't work again. Something to do with the scheduling. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Hello. Is that your own language, Sally? Hi, Fee. Hi, Louise. Philippa, welcome. Marie, hi. Hey up, Sissy Poos. Welcome. Sally Sunshine. Yeah. You have a think about it. Bloody if I know. Very odd, isn't it? Very odd. Very strange. Right, 7:30. I can get rid of that now. Yay! So we're going to look at this page. I'm going to have a go at reproducing this page in my other book. This is my test book. Well done. Hi, Kay. Hi, Alison. Trina, hi. Welcome. Love this page. Well, funny you should say that. I love this page so much that I done a repeat, but with some different stamps, as you do. And then I like embroidery. One of my other hobbies is I do a lot of needlework when I'm on holiday. Sometimes I read, sometimes I sew, crochet, knit, all that sort of stuff. So I thought I'd have a go at combining them. So this is what I came up with, following the same structure. And then, so you have to pierce your paper. It's just watercolour card. You have to pierce it just the same. I must say, French knots are a bit strange on paper. But I started to get the hang of this edging, as you can see. So this is really using exactly the same technique and then doing something else with it. So, without further ado, oh, and the other thing I'm doing, trying to cross them over, is this is a piece of calico with distress oxides on it. So now I've inked all this up. It won't be waterproof, you know, I won't be able to wash it, but I can do some sewing onto that as well. So that's, hi Anthony. So that's what I'm after. That's what I'm going. That's where I'm going with that. So this is what we're going to do. So let's shift that out of the way. I'll keep it there for reference. And this is my clean page. So this is the one we're doing together, apart from my front pages. That's the one we did last time we visited the book. So the next page is going to be on here. It's hard to do the opposite page. It's great for stenciling, but it's hard for stamping and stuff without actually propping the other side up. So we're just going to work on this one side. Now I'm going to start with using a stencil. Now this is a Tracy Evans stencil, and it's stencil 3, and it's called Grunge. Fabulous. Now, it took me a little while just to work out which way round this one was. So I'm going to flip it onto its back. And I'm going to ink up through it onto scrap paper. Now, I can use this scrap paper later. It goes without saying, really. And I've got a combination of inks. So my palette tonight is, it's all Distress Oxides. I've got Salvage Patina, Shabby Shutters, one of my favourites, Wild Honey, and another one of my favourites, Peacock Feather, for that extra burst of colour. So I'm going to start by inking up. I don't want to do it direct, and you'll see why shortly. So let's get plenty of ink on this. Actually, what I might do is go straight on, because I want it really inky. Then I can just blend, that's better, blend that out a bit. If you're going to put ink on, that's what I say. Bit of that lovely orange. I love this combination of colours. Then you can blend it on there if you wish. I want it nice and inky. Got some Shabby Shutters. Such a nice colour, that Shabby Shutters. Just blending it over. Making sure it's covered. Salvage Patina, that's what we want next. Oh no. Ouch. There, just blending that on. I look like I need some of this actually. Just in that corner and maybe in that one. There, that's better. A bit of depth on it. There, grand. So once I've done that, I'm going to spritz it with water. And I want to make sure there's a good coating on there. And then we can pop this the right way round on. Piece of paper on the top. Give it a good squish. The swearing was awesome. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's not good. Bless. Right, and now we've got it. That's it. Lift that off. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to do the same thing again. I need to dry that off first. I love this grungy watercolour look, the way it blends. Actually, before I ink up again, I'm going to see what we've got left on here, because it is quite well coated with ink. So we'll have some more. We'll have some more water, and we'll have a take two. If I put this over this side this time, again, give it a good squish. Poor cats. Shouldn't let them smoke, you know. Not good for them. I thought as much. Look at that. We've got a lovely bit. Fab. That's what I wanted. So again, as usual, we're going to work in layers. Nothing new there. If you spend time inking it up with lots of ink, you don't have to do it again. Bonus. add a bit of heat to the back of the page just to try and help it keep, that's it, keep down. Right, we'll give that a clean after. Put it on the floor like that. So now I've got some circle masks I'm going to use next. Any size, whatever you want, yeah, any colour. But this is a balancing act. So I'm going to start with Wild Honey. I do love this colour combination, lots. I'm going to start round the outside and then blend that in to the middle. Fab. And we can have another one down this side. Looks like a big sun. Same again, start round the edge and then blend that into the middle. You don't have to use oxides for this. Any of you water-based inks will do, but you won't get the layering effect like you do with oxides, with them being a little more opaque than your usual watercolour inks, because they're not usual at all. One of Timmy's favourites. So I've got some different sized templates. I don't mind which. And I think I'm going to go peacock feathers this time. And we can overlap them. Because this is a smaller one, I'm just going for it. There. How nice is that? Those colours. Beautiful. I've got to love Timmy. Everybody does. And if they don't, we do enough for them. And I think we'll go a little paler now. We'll get the green. Let me give that a wipe. There. Yeah, we'll go shabby shutters. Need a bit more green. Love it. Think a bit of green down this bit. It doesn't take long, Kay. And we're doing a big area, so you can imagine the normal card size is really easy. Do I want another one of that colour? No. I think I want another orange. I want a little orange. Again, let's wipe that off. You can use any shape you want. Use another stencil if you like. I've got a thing about circles. I like circles. There. There's a nice blast of colour. I think that'll do for that for now. I'm quite happy with that. Lovely colour combination, lovely colourways. So what we're going to stamp with next, or what we're going to start with, keep in mind when you're doing journal work that your block needs to go to the edge. I mean, it's okay at the minute because I'm quite early in the book. But if you're not careful, I mean, you can be brave and do it without a block if you want. This is Tracy Evans. I love this background stamp. And this is TE34. It's called Bubbles. And it does look like those bubbles that you make with the straw using washing up liquid. And I'm going to use Barley Blue, but without the hassle. Brave it. Nah. No, my name's not Lisa. A bit of a wuss, actually. You're going to get misses because it's in a book, but don't let that bother you. It's the background. It's all about the background. I like a block. Works for me. We're sticking to our palette. Might have enough on that actually for a second gen. Yep. Perfect. Lovely. It's a grand little stamp, that. Very useful. Just clean my stamp down. It is actually one of them that you can use with just partial. Not a problem. I'm not really that scared. It terrifies me putting them back onto the plastic. It's the scariest bit about stamping. So the next, I'm going to use a combination of stamps actually. I'm going to start with this beautiful butterfly. Absolutely love this one. So this is TE45. Fabulous set. Again, it's got circles in, look. Don't know why I like it, but I do. Versifying Claire Twilight. I'm not using black on this page. I don't want that harshness. This will be dark enough. It'll be plenty dark enough. Make sure that's inked up. And I'm going to pop him, I think, about there. Doesn't have to be anywhere particular. They are lovely, Sally. You're right. Make sure it's squished. Yeah, beautiful. It's such a lovely combination of images, all in one stamp. Can save you hours. Hours and hours. Right, while I've got this set out, I'm going to get this branch out because it's rather nice. This one. And I'm going to ink him up back with the barley blue. So the paler of the colours. And I'm going to pop him that side. And I'm going to put another one down here. I think as long as you keep to just a few colours, you're actually okay. You won't go too mad. And you know me, I like any colour together. I really don't mind. I might come back to that set in a bit. The next one is this TE9, Take Flight. This lovely key with wings. It's a bit Harry Potter-esque, but I don't mind that. Yeah, that's the idea, Sally. So this time again, I'm going back with the Twilight. Oh yes, thumbs up please, and subscribe if you've not already subscribed. That'd be lovely, really helps. There we go. And I'm going to pop him down this side. Thank you. Thumbs up, Buttercup. There, how cool are they? You don't need lots and loads, do you? Quick clean. Pop him back. I think Tracy's got a discount, or not a discount, I think it's free postage at the minute, from what I can remember. So if you do quite fancy something, then just pop along. I am going back to this one. I thought I would. That's the butterfly, the small butterfly. And I'm going to put that one down in this corner. Yeah, free postage until Friday. Oh, fabulous. So get in there. I think she has the new Tim Holt stuff as well on pre-order, maybe. I think so. Now, I like some of these little stamps on here. That's nice. A bit of numbering. Let's put that. At the base of that. Oh, I love it. Stamping's just another layer. Ah, here they are. I love these pen nibs. They are gorgeous. Perfect for this job. And I'm going to stand it up on top of that one, I think. I know what you mean. I'm trying to play catch up. I've got 8 years worth of catch up to do, and I'm working on it. Got loads of people leading me astray all over the place. Not like I need any help. I'm going to pop him alongside. There we go. Wicked. So, do we need anything else? Yeah, I'm gonna put a word on. I've got some lovely words here. Let's be unique. Perfect. Be unique. Tell you what, let's be inked up properly first. And we'll have that one on there. Excellent. Clean my stamp down a bit. I think I'm all stamped out now. So that one again was TE45. There's lots on there, loads. Quite a grand collection. And I've got a thing about fronds, fern. I love fern, and I'm so pleased that I have this one. There's a double. Again with the barley blue. So it's going a bit further in the background. How fab. Can add this one to the butterfly. Yeah, to the butterfly. Can't see the full page. No, it's if I turn it sideways, give me a second, Chris, and I'll turn it sideways for you to see. It's hard because you try and get the orientation right, and it works one way and it won't work the other, and you can't change it once you've set it up. So the fern fronds are from TE3. So let me turn that round for you. Look that way. There you go. You're not missing much. That's the whole page, the other way up. So now we're going to concentrate on different areas. So I'll pull it down. We put them out of the way. And in comes my polychromos. Look at that lot. Love them. So we're going to find colours to match. Orange, turquoise. Have I got a nice light green? And I want something that I want a kick of colour. I want a darker blue in there. There. Now, I absolutely love my polychromos. We set each other off with pencils. I've got a few friends that really like drawing. And I need a yellow as well. Need a pale. That's it. And it's great fun because we all lit off each other. So finding pencils that will do everything for you. I think Lisa on her live last night was experimenting. And it's great to see because that's what you need to do. Just a bit of experimentation. These blend beautifully by themselves, or you can use a blending solution. Polychromos are oil-based. So actually you're not going to shift them with water. Anyhow. I think Lisa even tried it with bleach and that didn't move it. You need chemicals as much as you would permanent ink or alcohol inks. You have to treat them very similar. I think I'm going to go back with the orange down this side. They're quite waxy, but it is oils rather than an actual wax, unlike normal crayons, pencils. See, I'm as bad as you, Lisa. I call them crayons as well. Nice pain. You're a lovely pain, Chris. I'm going to keep you whether you want to or not. Right, so butterfly. Let's have a bit of, we'll start with a bit of yellow. Yeah, nice little bit of yellow. A little bit of orange. Tongue out. You're not colouring in properly unless your tongue's hanging out. Now I'm going to go green on the end. Well, this turquoise, not green. Lisa did say I'd go all technical. Well, you know, we all experiment. I like to know the whys and wherefores. I know it does. I know it does what I want it to do because I've already tried it like Lisa does. But I like to know why it does. I like to understand what I'm using. So I know I'm using it with the right kind of kit, if that makes sense. So yeah, I like to know the science. I'm a bit of a science freak, buff, whatever you want to call it. There we go. We'll have a bit of look how that just blends up beautiful. You just make a mess, Lisa. Yes, quite right. quite right. Well, if you know what you've got, then you know. Just make sure I've got that in frame because we're going down this bit. If you know what you're using, what you've got, then it's easier to handle it. You know how to manipulate it, how to change it, how to make it do what you want it to do. These have got quite a hard lead in them, and I like them as well because they're sealed and that protects them. There's a good amount of wood on them, and it makes them really nice and balanced in your hand. So they're lovely to use. What was the first stencil you used? The first stencil is this one. It's ST3. Gringe it's called. Lovely stencil. So I've got some deeper blue. Look at that. I like to, I always like to put my light colours down first and then dark on top. But Lisa was doing it all over the place yesterday. She was doing it both ways up, which is lovely. Oh, look at that heart. Can't help but colour that in. See, it's when you're colouring in that you find all the little bits. No rules, exactly, Christine. You've got to. I just like to know what they can do before I get upset because they're not doing what I want them to do. And when I buy them, I like to know what they can do. So I do a bit of homework too, so I know what I can use them with. You can be quite forceful with these as well. You can push on them quite hard. They don't follow the usual rules with the nap or nape of the paper either. They're a bit of a rule unto themselves, which makes them super cool in my book. And they seem to blend quite seamlessly. So hopefully you've got that colouring in bit now. The next bit, so I can put them back. The other thing I do like to do is add a drop shadow. Now usually I'd use a grey pro marker, but you got to be careful with pro markers with oil-based stuff, because a pro markers are permanent and oil-based. So if you're not careful, you move the ink about. So again, just a pencil, a dark grey, and we can take it round the edge of the butterfly. If you do this, keep your drop shadow to one side, otherwise it's going to look a little odd. So I'm keeping mine to the right hand side. These have got a lovely finish to them, these pencils. Get a bit closer to me. It's not good to stretch over your artwork. Yeah, I do like to know the whys and the hows and ooze me father thing. Yeah. And when I do this, I ignore the picture underneath and just work on the actual bit of the stamp that you're working on, like this wing, for example. That way the drop shadow works twice as hard for you. We'll put a bit round this key. There. Abby. One more. It all adds to the depth and the layers that you're putting on. And you know me, I like my finishing touches. So I look forward to that bit. There. So hopefully that gives it a little more dimension for you to see. The other thing you can use, I suppose, is your clean colour grey. That would work the same. It's a little darker, but it's water-based, so it's not going to move anything. So that works too. Quite well, actually. But, you know, don't be shy. A solicitor would say, you got me at it. To give it a go. That's not a Mandy word. That's a Lisa word. She's a bad influence on me. Yeah. If you make a mistake with either, you can rub the pencil out with an eraser, and this will just water away. You just wash it away. I'm going to give him a bit of a shadow down his body to the other side to make it stand out. There. Fabulous. Now I quite like a bit of washi tape. So this is a set, imprints of books. I think I just got it from Amazon. I can't see what it says under there, but it's vintage. It's vintage tape because I like it. I like this. There's a when you can get them out. And then it's a krypton factor to get them back in. So I need a pair of scissors, and I need a gold pen too while I'm over here. Get my Posca pen. Right, pair of scissors. So I'm gonna have this. Love a bit of washi tape. Just literally just for a bit of a different layer. It all adds to it. It's gorgeous stuff. You don't have to go all the way. You don't have to do the whole page. I do like to balance it up though. So I'm going to have another little spread of it down the seam. Not all the way, just partly. I quite like that. That stripe makes a nice finish. There. And then I can trim that. Can't trim it that way up. That's better. Trim that. Just adds a little more interest to the layers. Posca pen, gold, just cause. You've got to have a bit of sparkle. You know what I'm like. Make sure it's working first. Yeah. You're not going bonkers. What's that about? I'm missing it. I'm getting carried away with just playing. Bird. Keep seeing the bird's face. Okay. If you say so. I'll have a look at it when I play it back. I bet I'll see better then. We're just highlighting some of these circles. Nice. And our key needs some work as well. Like I say, you've got to do the balancing act. There. Again, there's some circles here we can pick up. Excellent. And we can add, again, it's all in the detail. I just highlighted the bird. Well, this bit down here. Wow. Have a bit of sparkle on your butterflies. Hi, Adele. Thank you, Kay. I like finishing touches. It's what makes it yours, isn't it? And when you work in a journal, anything goes. Bits of handwriting. And don't worry about your handwriting, how it is. Just go for it. Scribble across your page. Make you feel good. And I think a little on the pen nib. Highlight it how you see fit. Good. I'm glad you're having a chuckle. You should. Now I've got me whizzy curly thing. Curly swirly thing. The final little finishing touches. So a couple of circles here and there. Little ones. Little gold pen. Nothing too heavy. The highlights are heavy enough. Pen's just decided to stop working. You want to get brave, do a big one. Don't go over any of your main images though. Look odd. Nice. Oh, look at that. I used the wrong arm. Never mind. We can have a double. Let's go back on that one. Yay. Oh, nice. Like that. Yeah, that works for me. Happy accident. You gotta love them. Where is that circle tool from? Amazon. It's a helix. My Bezzy bought it me. So you'd have to ask her. I think she's on still. You on still, Jules? Yeah, it's a Amazon, I think. It's great. 1, 2, 3, and we'll count it this time. Ooh, it missed that one. It's great. I love it. I love it. Absolutely love it. One final touch. W.H. Smiths have them. There you go. Fab. Couldn't find them on Amazon. Perhaps it's a W.H. Smith's thing. Oh, look at that. My, there you go. It's charging now. My iPad just decided it weren't going to charge anymore. It's nice to be able to see your comments this time. We're getting there bit by bit. I think I might have a bit of a pan pastel come gel press play next week, because I've seen something I'd really want to have a go at. It looks interesting. Don't see many people using pan pastels and gel plates all together, but it is fun. There. Oh, it's just changed. Map, tangle and circle. Oh, there you go. Well done, Debbie. Whoop, whoop. So, if you can see the detail, let me zoom in a bit. You can see the shine. There's your bird's head. You strange people. It's a great little tool. So, there, I'm going to stop at that because I don't want to overdo it. Do I have many pan pastels? Yes, Fee, I do have a lot of pan pastels. I don't have all of them because they've just bought another 50 odd colours out, and I'm not sure I need that many. I needed a lot, but you know, you can always use some more, Fee. Always use some more. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. When you're looking for colours, subscript for you. When you're looking for colours, normally when I'm out and about, wool shops, generally with my sister, I see coloured yarns and things together, or in magazines, or on Pinterest, or anywhere where you can find a picture for your reference colours. And then I make like a storyboard with it, using it, and see what works together. They tend to work really well. And this is one of those palettes where I used a reference colour chart, not a chart, a picture of some yarn, I think it was, together. And I did the same thing today when I was making the project for my next workshop. And it was aubergine and another colour. And I tell you what, it's colours sometimes that you wouldn't think to put together, but you got to have a play. I always say, you know, the colours, if you shut your eyes and think of a field full of wildflowers, you'll see all the colours under the sun, literally. The blues, the greens, the purples, yellows, violets. Oh, honestly. So why not go for it? Do it. Mood boards, that's the one. Thanks, Bezzy. Mood boards. I used to do a lot of mood boards. I don't do them so much now, but you get used to the colours. And I try not to get stuck on one colour palette, because I think that's a mistake a lot of people make. Right, well, you know, it's been lovely having your company. You've got 2 pan pastels, have you, Susan? 2's a good start. One's a bit of a nightmare unless it's white. White's a good one to have. But yeah, hopefully, I think we'll have a go with Sweet Poppy stencils, gel press. What else can I throw in the mix? Oh yeah, the pan pastels. A bit of acrylic paint. Yeah, I'm sure we can throw a lot together. So in the meantime, have a fabulous rest of the week. A wicked weekend. I'm off to Annette's Crafty Corner for a workshop this weekend. I always do 2 days. I do a Friday and a Saturday. They're both the same projects. It's not a 2-day workshop as such. It's just to help people spread their days out. And then what we got coming up? We've got August is a busy month. We've got a really busy month in August. We're going over to Bedford for a workshop, Sissy and I. That's going to be fun. We've got the bank holiday as well. I'm not sure I get bank holidays anymore. In fact, I'm not sure I get holidays. Just one big holiday. Right. Have a wonderful, wonderful time. I'll see you next week. Pan pastels and stencils with the gel press thrown in. We'll see you soon. Take care. Have fun. Bye-bye now. Bye. Love and hugs right back.